Hello. So I got a couple new decks today. I got an Oracle deck and Surrealist Tarot. I'm not looking. I'm just going to leave this one in here because it's got the symbol on there, the Merkaba. So anyway, I haven't shuffled them yet. And so just doing this real quick. Yeah, I got the What's the Tea Oracle and then Surrealist Tarot. So, all right, Strength card popping out. One more shuffle. Let me see, actually. See how we all mixed up. Looking pretty good. Okay. All right. Let's see what this message is about. We got the Magician and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so somebody could be really following their heart and moving forward, you know, embracing their abilities towards what they're wanting to manifest. And the Ace of Cups showed up again since the first time I looked. So somebody can be moving forward towards what they feel is a truly fulfilling new beginning, something that is, you know, uplifting them. Somebody could have been spending a lot of time on different situations that were just kind of, you know, adding to, you know, an individual desire and also taking away at the same time. Okay, so there could have been certain recognitions of needing to look more outwardly. Okay, we got the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, so you could be kind of paying attention to what it is that you want to stabilize yourself within, feeling that you have gained the mastery and the skill in order to really have your desired outcome. What do we need to know? Okay. All right. So the title card came out. So somebody could be, besides it being like the title, somebody, you know, where somebody is creating more intentionally what they want their life to be consisting of. We got the as above, so below, and the Merkaba. So somebody could be getting to a more comfortable position with the energy that they express and are receiving of, and where it is that they are leading themselves at this time. Okay. All right. Let me see. Wow. Okay. I forgot which one I picked up first. Okay, this one. And then this one. No, this one. And then that one. Okay, and then this one's at the end. Okay. So let's see. Well, I'm wondering if I should just pull. I haven't even shuffled these at all. We got Divine Timing and Fake Friends. Okay, somebody could be kind of recognizing certain truths, creating boundaries, and, you know, recognizing what it is that they're needing to right on time. Okay, somebody could have been possibly leaving breadcrumbs, or, you know, kind of feeling that all they were getting was breadcrumbs. But let me see what I missed. Yeah, somebody could have felt that there was some type of falsity that was going on. And oh, we got a second chance. It's funny because yesterday I kept noticing this other deck right here. Second chances. Okay, so somebody could be kind of focusing on a do-over. Okay, and let's make sure that this is no unhealthy or toxic X, you know, in some type of way. Just make sure. Throw that out there real quick. Whoops. Okay. It seems there's a mixture. It says Oracle cards, and then there's these ones that just have a cup on it. So I don't even know. I haven't looked at it at all. Just got it out of the box. Saged it a little bit, and here we go. Heyo. Okay. Okay. Well. Alright. I didn't do a pile for this last one on top, but I think I'm meant to just leave it by itself, so we'll see what happens. Okay, here we go. So, alright, so somebody could be really kind of recognizing what it is they're wanting to create, like I said, feeling, comfortable in their own energy and ready to move forward towards new beginnings. Okay, we have the World card and the Hangman, so somebody could be really feeling motivated towards, the creation of their desired life. They could be surrendering into a major transformation that has been kind of showing itself, okay? And with the King of Pentacles, there is a greater stability that somebody is getting to when they align with their higher self. They could be feeling that they are, really embodying a much larger, energy. And they could be having a greater recognition of what action they're meant to be taking instead of feeling, let me see, like logically, they don't know how to approach a situation. It's somebody could be really kind of feeling that they're moving to a more elevated position where they can see much more easily, what's going on around them. Okay, we have situational, single. Okay, technically single, emotionally unavailable. Keeping options open, not ready to commit. Don't take it personally, but that was in reverse, so that's cool, I guess. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Somebody could be moving out of, being emotionally unavailable, okay? And, they could be recognizing that this is a connection that's different from the rest. There's a true soulmate connection going on. And it says, your vibe inspires others. People watching your moves. Use your platform wisely, okay? So they could be recognizing that you are, you could be... It says influencer status and all eyes on you. So they could be wanting to kind of connect more intentionally instead of feeling that they would be possibly losing out in a situation, okay? We get the 10 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Somebody could be feeling like they are, ready and, skilled and able to close out, cycles of pain and negativity. Okay, they no longer want to... utilize the silent treatment, okay? It says healthy love communicates, so this was in reverse. So they could be really wanting to, break certain walls down and initiate contact. Okay, we have Twin Flame and Secret Crush. Wow. Hidden feelings, stolen glances, afraid to make the first move. The energy is mutual, or is it? And then intense mirror energy, push, pull, runner, chaser. Deep trigger and deep healing, not for the faint of heart. Oh my god. So there could be definitely some feelings going on that somebody's trying to, figure out. I was going to say rectify, but I guess maybe I'm not. But yeah, so somebody could be really wanting to initiate in, a different way than they had been previously. Okay, look at look at it. So we get the 4 of Swords. Somebody could be really looking at things in a much more healed way and open up to, they're wanting to open up to a second chance. Okay, will you repeat or rewrite? Lesson learned, wiser hearts, tests from the universe. Okay, so somebody could be really kind of questioning, themselves, but they're, they had been, and they're looking at things in a much more healed way. Somebody's trying to read between the lines, and they can be feeling that this is a safe space. Okay, so this is where your soul can exhale. You can cry or vent, be weird, held, heard, and accepted. No judgment here. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like, they'd questioned whether or not this was a situation that they should be concerned about, like, is this, too good to be true or something? Wait, which one did I show? Okay. But at this point, they're recognizing that this is, they could be much more comfortable and at ease once they initiate towards, conversation more intentionally, okay? We got Three of Swords and red flags. Next chapter. How crazy. So somebody could have really felt exposed and, you know, as if they were, hold on, in a vulnerable position. They could have been paying attention to, you know, let me see. Ouch. They could have been paying attention to things in a more negative outlook, okay? But at this point, it says, believe what they show you. Somebody could be wanting to no longer project onto a situation the pain of the past. Somebody's ready to turn the page towards a new chapter and a fresh start, okay? So, wow, 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 wow. Okay. All right, so somebody's making plans and wanting to express themselves in a more loving way. Yeah. Yeah.
I cleaned the living room and the kitchen.
Ah, shit. Okay, here you go. Thank you. Chores. Might be having to bribe people, do you think? Okay. Anyway, so we got somebody could be making plans towards, you know, making a more loving choice. And what's interesting is, you know, both of these have, you know, they're not all the same type of imagery, you know, but we have, I gotta hide her a little bit, but there's two different, you know, figures standing there in these completely different environments, you know. So somebody could be trying to figure out how they're going to, you know, merge things together, okay? We have vampire energy and green flags, okay? So somebody could be kind of recognizing the difference of what is taking away from them and what is uplifting at this time. And they could, like I said, want to be figuring out how to, you know, immerse themselves with this other environment or lifestyle, okay? And somebody could have been really kind of restricting themselves from making these major changes until they had felt that they learned what they needed to in order to feel prepared. Okay, we have commitment issues right here, fear of labels, here for a good time, not a long time. Somebody could have been dodging serious conversations, but at this point they're paying attention to karmic lessons, okay? They could have been trying to avoid their feelings in certain ways by not having, you know, these certain conversations, but they could be recognizing that they are creating more pain for themselves and others by, you know, avoiding, okay? I feel like I'm not saying things or something, so that could be part of it. But at this point, somebody is getting to a more healed outlook, okay? It says, therapy, journaling, shadow work, breaking old cycles, soft but strong. You're not who you used to be. Somebody could be working through different issues, having a greater sense of growth and maturity, and really allowing for themselves to heal, okay? They could be moving into a situation with a greater sense of closure, okay? It says, final chapter, answers, or self-made peace, okay? So somebody could be kind of knowing what they're needing to do in order to, you know, navigate in the way that they feel, you know, they are able to heal in the proper way and express themselves in a way that is leading them towards, you know, what they're truly desiring of. Okay, somebody could be, you know, no longer seeing something, or they could be seeing, you know, they could be seeing that, staying in hermit mode and isolating from the situation could be burdensome, okay? And they could be recognizing, you know, that they could be wanting to move themselves out of hermit mode and, you know, recognize more of what they're wanting to dedicate themselves to. Okay, let's see. We have mixed signals, hot and cold, confusing behavior, main character energy. Somebody could be, you know, kind of acting like they want to have some type of connectivity and then behaving in some type of other way, or saying they want to do something and acting a different way. I guess it could be part of generational patterns. They could be wanting to test people's loyalty, and they could be carrying around old wounds that are stopping them from a true, you know, sense of connection. Okay, it says friend zone. Okay, safe but not romantic. Buddy, then bae. Oh, wait, Van. I think they have a typo. But anyway, so somebody could be kind of having deeper feelings and, you know, sabotaging in certain ways and not really paying attention to that. Okay, we have a Six of Pentacles. There is some type of reciprocal quality that can be, you know, really kind of paid attention to. Hold on. Come on. Merg, hold on. Speaking of ex-husbands, here we go. Oops. Oh, come on, you little card. I'll take that one too, I guess. Okay. Do. I guess I'm doing 2 piles of piles. Whoa. All right. Money talks. I'm just kidding. It says money talk. Finances affecting love. Okay. Somebody could be, you know, focused on financial dynamics. Okay. Where was I going to put this? I was going to put it up somewhere. Okay. There we go. We just got a couple different piles. Here we go. Yeah. And that's it. Okay, here it is, all done. All right, let me see. Let's see what these say. Okay, that's good. We got self-care mode and unbothered. Okay, so somebody could be really taking time for themselves. Okay, not reacting to certain nonsense. They could be really, it says, I'm my own priority, and peace is the flex. Okay, so somebody could be really kind of getting to a more comfortable position within their own energy, and, you know, not allowing for the same cycles of negativity to affect them. Okay, excuse me. Somebody could be feeling that they're moving forward towards you know, truly aligned structure and a situation where all different parts of their life can be, you know, kind of coming together and being much more fruitful. They could have been realizing that they'd been kind of going on certain paths to nowhere previously, and at this point they've gained the strength within themselves in order to move forward intentionally towards what it is that they're wanting to grow. Okay, we could have had a ghosting situation going on, or a long distance love dynamic. Okay, communication is your lifeline, and redirection or rejection is redirection. Okay, so somebody could have been having to navigate through different you know, types of distance, I guess, and, you know, kind of getting to a greater sense of comfortability within themselves. And that could be the unbothered part, you know, where it's like somebody's getting to a more comfortable and at ease position within their own energy, regardless of you know, what is, you know, being presented, I guess, or not being presented. Okay. Somebody could have been holding their own and really kind of staying true to themselves, dealing with different toxic or unhealthy situations that were being presented to them. Okay, we got plastic smiles right here. So, yeah, somebody could be feeling that they are really not wanting to, it says, don't mistake courtesy for connection. And that's like been like the theme all week right now, or past 3 readings, this one included. Talking about, you know, just because you're nice in a way doesn't mean it's flirtation, right? You know, so, somebody could be kind of recognizing how other people could be misinterpreting their, you know, niceties, right? But there's been some type of need to hold your position in order to you know, navigate through different situations. It says level up right here. Okay. Outgrowing certain people and places, stepping into your next version. Not everyone can come. Okay, so somebody could be recognizing, you know, what they're needing to step aside with, and no longer allow to be influenced by, or to be, you know, kind of draining the energy. But we have a drunk text right here. Okay. Liquid courage, honesty, late night confessions, unfiltered emotions. Somebody could be, you know, letting loose in some type of way and really kind of doing something that I don't know, they've been desiring of. Okay, it says a drunk mind speaks a sober heart. And we have the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So once somebody kind of moves forward in this way, they could be, you know, really kind of embracing as they open themselves up emotionally, whether it's through a drunken message or not. They could be really kind of reaching forward towards, you know, let me see, a new opportunity, a new abundant opportunity. Okay. And let me see. There could be some type of third party or competition, love triangles or interference. Okay. It says not the full story, proceed with caution, someone else is in the picture. Okay. And it says a late night phone call, up when the world is sleeping, booty call or deep talk. That's funny. True colors after dark. What do they really want? Okay. So somebody could be, avoiding some type of conversation based on a third party situation, but they could be wanting to kind of reach out. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but we got a power couple right here. So there could be a recognition of aligned qualities or abilities, and, you know, somebody could be really, you know, wanting to align within this awareness and get to a greater depth of understanding. Okay. Okay. We got we got the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so you know, somebody could be kind of slowly leading their way. They could have really immersed themselves within their environment and kind of become one, but they are taking action intentionally to lead themselves where they feel would be truly fulfilling emotionally. Okay, and recognize where they're needing to lead themselves away from. Really being able to follow their heart. Okay, so somebody could be really taking decisive action and creating the momentum that they feel they need. Okay. It says time to be honest about goals. Okay. And somebody could be kind of navigating through different possible financial scenarios, but they could be wanting to address, you know, this, you know, important type of conversation in order to have a greater sense of comfortability of where they're putting their efforts and their energy. Okay, we got a wake-up call. All right. Somebody could have received sudden clarity. You can't unsee the truth. The universe is ringing the alarm. Pay attention now. Okay. Somebody was not who they claimed to be. Okay, they could have been falsifying who they were, who themselves was. And something could have felt off. All right, somebody's needing to get to a reality check at this point. And that's funny, it says reality check and wake up call right there. So yowza. But yeah, so there could be a need or a desire that somebody's wanting to get to a greater understanding within the conversation based on what moves they should be making that are in greater alignment. Okay. It says your glow bothers their shadows. Somebody is secretly studying your moves. Okay. You have silent followers that are pretending not to care, but always watching. Okay. And then you have real ones. Oh, that's nice. So we got these eyeballs, you know, staring off in the shadow. And then we have, you know, these hearts with somebody kind of, you know, right there with you during difficulty and stuff, you know. So there could be recognition of, you know, what somebody's wanting to embody. And it says envy watching. So even just being yourself or, you know, whoever I'm talking about right now, could be creating problems in other people's scenarios. Okay. It's like you're making minimal effort, okay? But you deserve, you know, everything that it is that you are receiving based on your ability, possibly, okay? And we have CEO energy, so there could be this recognition that as you lead yourself down this path, you're going to be moving into a much more secure and leveled up position, or whoever I'm talking to. This could be your person or you, but there's a need to kind of know your worth and follow the signs and the guidance that you're, you know, meant to be receiving. Okay. We have boundaries, saying no without guilt, protecting your time and energy, teaching people how to treat you. Okay. So somebody could be creating, you know, drawing the line in certain situations and moving forward more intentionally in an aligned way. Okay, we got truth revealed right here. There could be some type of online obsession. There could be jealous people and an awareness of a past connection. Somebody could have been trying to block or delete this awareness, but at this point they could be wanting to move forward towards a reconciliation. They're realizing that they have, you know, false people in their life, and they're wanting to pay more attention to their intuition instead of, you know, what those false people are, you know, putting in their ear. We have divine timing right here. So trust the schedule. Especially if there's a lot of drama. Apparently that's one thing where there's, if you're planning on doing something and it's like this divine alignment situation, you could be getting so much like pushback, I guess, from all different people, you know, especially if they don't have their own aligned outlook in a higher level or whatever, you know, they could be kind of hijacked in a way that, you know, energetically they get built up in order to get you off track where you're meant to be going. Okay, so there could be kind of like when you recognize that type of behavior, it's almost like you should continue to do something if you know it's right? Anyway, but not if it's like, you know, negative towards other people or whatever. But it says spill the tea, get it off your chest. So somebody could be kind of recognizing what they're meant to be doing, and they could be recognizing that there's certain alliances or secrets going on, and somebody's wanting to protect themselves and their reputation. Okay, they could have been concerned about if the feelings that they had were false, like I was saying. Okay, but what does that say? I can't read it. It says don't compare your reality to their filter. Oh, okay. The word's covered. So anyway, so yeah, somebody could be kind of projecting, whether it's insecurities or falsities. There is a desire to kind of set the story straight, okay, and stay more aligned within their truth. And this could be you. I keep doing that, so there's obviously got to be a couple people involved right now. But we got the King of Wands and Three of Wands, The Ten of Pentacles. So, and the Eight of Wands. They're cute. Judgment card. So, yeah, somebody could be really feeling like they are able to stay true to themselves. You know, really desiring or anticipating what they're desiring to come in and what plans they're, you know, making. They could be recognizing it as leading them towards their long-term goals. They could have felt like they were playing chess at some time or for some time, but at this point they could be wanting to really kind of paint a more intentional picture for themselves. They could be wanting to take action and, you know, communicating in the way that they feel is bringing in true alignment within their relationship dynamics and team and partnerships. Instead of focusing on conflict, they could be moving forward towards cooperation. And we got 555. I was just going to say we got 55 and that was 555. So somebody could be really moving forward towards change, knowing that instead of pouring into themselves and draining, you know, their own energy, they could be wanting to pour into someone else and, you know, see how that energy is then brought into, you know, expressed or brought into reality and help mature or, you know, grown, I guess. Oh, and we got the star right here. So somebody could be feeling like they're really moving forward towards a wish come true, stable and grounded, and knowing what steps to take towards emotional fulfillment. Hold on, this last one. And leading towards their true desired like path, I guess, on the journey, and having a greater balance within themselves. Wow. That's cool. This was fun. Let's see. So that was the first reading. I've heard before that other people have said that the first reading that you do is like from different decks, you know, their first time out can be really powerful. So hopefully that helped. I'm not sure. Like I said, I always feel like a jumbled mess when I'm talking. But we got truth revealed, okay? There could have been a lot of, you know, awarenesses that somebody had to navigate before they could get to a more comfortable position, okay? So we have oracle cards for love, friendship, and social drama. But I'm wondering what the difference is between the cards. Like, if there's, like, actually a difference. Because they look different, but that's about it, right? It's just the back. Maybe one's good and one's bad. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Let's see. I have this other deck really quick. We'll just close it out with. Let me see how much time we got. 33:05. Okay. Alright. Somebody could be really kind of facing their fears and anticipating what could be coming in. Aww. We got the Four of Wands. Be thinking positively and really feeling like, you know, this movement is creating a greater alignment. Somebody could be, you know, they could have looked at things from all different types, all different perspectives, and ready to surrender in and dedicate themselves to this desired structure, okay? What else do we need to know to close close this out? Okay. All right, we got the King of Pentacles. So somebody could be, you know, whether they're questioning themselves or not, they could be, you know, really kind of needing to ground themselves in their own truth and know what it is that they're wanting to bring in and manifest, you know, physically into their life. Okay. We got the Four of Swords, the Three of Wands, like I was talking about, and the Four of Wands. So somebody could be, you know, as they look at things in a more healed way, they could be focused on, you know, the idea that they're really bringing in their ideal home and relationship dynamic. Okay, they're no longer, you know, just taking on whatever offer, but moving forward towards what they feel would be truly nurturing and fulfilling emotionally. And we have 444. Okay, somebody could be moving quickly towards what they know is meant for them. We got the Empress right there and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, somebody could be feeling that they're, they're leading the way. And with the King of Cups and the Moon, they could be, ready to present themselves with what their emotions are. Like I said, face their fears. They could have been illuminated, and somebody could be staying true to the plans that they're wanting to move forward with. Okay, wow. We got the Chariot, the Sun, and the High Priestess. So somebody could be feeling that they're leading themselves in a way that they can be feeling confident within, aligning different aspects of themselves, getting on to their, true destined path, and, being true to their intuitive awarenesses. All right. Somebody could be, kind of navigating away or, through manipulative and deceptive situations and into a situation where they can be, open and honest and have a greater, outlook when it comes to partnership and team dynamics. Okay. Somebody could be having the strength that they need to, dedicate themselves to this situation, feeling that they're really aligning with their higher self. Oh, they got their head and their higher in alignment, and they're aligning with their higher self. They could be really feeling like this is a situation that has a greater sense of worth. They could be wanting to present some type of offer within. And, there's a recognition that this alignment is leading them towards a brand new beginning. Okay. Somebody could have been, healing in ways that they had been blocked off from previously. They could be, looking at things more joyfully and innocently, and, paying attention to what would be leading them towards a greater sense of fulfillment instead of stopping themselves from true soul connections or, a personal wish come true. Okay, there's awareness that, what this emotional expression, would be doing is stabilizing their foundation and leading them into a position where they can move forward purposefully, okay, and passionately in a new way. Look at that. And we had 3 out of the 4 elements that are, there's 4 in this one. So which one are we missing? The Pentacle. Yeah, somebody's the one that's missing is just needing to bring this into the physical, so the mind, is the swords, the cups is the heart, and the wand is the passion, or the purpose. And the only thing that's missing is somebody really bringing this into the physical world. Okay, so, so yeah, somebody could be really manifesting, knowing that they're leading towards a more reciprocal new chapter in their life. They could be, aware of conflict and illusionary dynamics, but they could be using a greater discernment and really feeling that they have the skill and the ability to, move into a more comfortable position within what they've envisioned for themselves and kind of take action in the way that they know they need to. We get the Queen of Pentacles right here and the 3 of Cups. There could be a recognition, and then the 10 of Cups. Or 10 of Pentacles. So there could be a recognition that, this relationship dynamic could be stabilizing, grounding, uplifting, and leading towards the long-term goals and desires. Okay. Somebody could be really kind of making major changes when it comes to unhealthy and toxic dynamics and moving forward in a way that they're feeling divinely led and guided. Okay. They could have really paid attention, become aware of what had been creating the anxiety within them, gotten to a better understanding of what is important, and educated themselves in a way to educate themselves in a way to really be receptive of what they could be considering a gift in their life, and bringing their desires into the physical world. Okay, so somebody could be moving forward quickly and purposefully away from lack and scarcity, moving into calmer waters, closing out cycles of pain and negativity, and moving forward towards what they feel they truly desire. Okay, so somebody's creating a balance with themselves, the outlook of loss and heartbreak, and are leading towards, you know, a true legacy of what they're wanting to leave behind for others, what they feel is, you know, worth their time and energy at this time or in the future, okay? And, wow. I feel like I'm leaving that open-ended. It doesn't really seem like it is, right? Let me just see. These are... So yeah, somebody could be oh wow. Somebody could be moving through major shifts and changes, you know, breaking things down in order to cultivate something new. Okay, we have belonging and delight. So somebody could be really feeling that they're moving forward in a way that is bringing a greater sense of closeness. Okay, achievement, uplifted, energetic expression, and renewal. Okay, somebody could be receiving hope and joy, having the skill and, you know, with whatever it is that they're wanting to achieve, and relaxing into a greater sense of wholeness. Okay, so somebody could be really surrendering into the situation and recognizing it's leading them towards fulfillment. Okay. Well, that was cool. Hopefully, if you're seeing this, it helps in ways. And talk to you later. Oops.